when you get off to a good start offensively, it doesn't give you a chance to think about those injuries. It puts that in the back of your mind, and you start thinking about more ways to score points, and I think that's what Harper did in game 2. First time Olajuwon here has been able to work one-on-one against a defensive player. Once again, with Stanley Roberts out of there, he can take advantage of Lloyd Vault.
And a chance for a three-point play from the MVP candidate, Hakeem Olajuwon. He converts the free throw. He has 3. And the Rockets have a 5-4 lead.
Ron Harper, Carl Herrera will come off the bench if Harper continues to go as he's going to try to give him some size against him.
Herrera, the defensive specialist for the Rockets. Hakeem Olajuwon's floating jumper good. He has 5 in the first quarter. And the Rockets back up 7-6.
And that gave him a chance to set up defensively.
Under 10 minutes remaining in the half, Rockets leading at 34-27. Hakeem operating on 4 white shirts. And he has his 7th point. The lead back up to 9. A year ago, Hakeem was very unhappy in Houston, talking about wanting to go elsewhere. Now he's signed for a long-term contract and helped lead his team, one of the best records in the NBA. In fact, the best after the All-Star break. In game 2, well, in the first half tonight, Hakeem scored 8 points, and the other 4 starters 38. So they're giving him plenty of support tonight.
Yeah, they just not needed Hakeem on the offensive end of the floor. He just has not been called on and not needed. See the Rockets 31.5% in game 2. Everything working for them in game 3. Olajuwon has not been a factor offensively, but they haven't needed it.
Kenny Smith looking for Otis Thorpe. There's the double team on Thorpe. They swing it around to the open man, who happens to be Hakeem Olajuwon.
They forced the switch. The Rockets forced the switch a few times in the first half. Every time the Clippers switched it.
Time to bring it back out of the paint. Olajuwon looking inside.
Very quiet in this building. They have had nothing to cheer
really
about.
Taking the crowd out of it and taking them out of it early. And Hakeem Olajuwon all of a sudden is a factor offensively in this third quarter.
He got this season fouled out of 15 ball games. Make that 16 now if you add the last game. And he has been able to create stuff off the dribble, forcing the fouls.
And last foul call against Mark Jackson. Underneath it goes. How about that for 2 points?
That's that kind of night. That kind of night.
When it's working, it's working. 8 points in the quarter, 16 in the night for Hakeem. A 17-point Houston lead now. It's a 12-point game. Rockets up 63-51. Back outside, Winston Garland swings it over the wall.
Great ball movement.
Everybody, all 5 guys touched the ball that time. It didn't pay off in the basket. But Hakeem Olajuwon, the rebound and the putback, and he has scored all 10 Houston points in this third quarter. And all the points scored for the Rockets in the third belong to Hakeem. He scored 8 points in the first half. He has scored 12 here in the third quarter. It's a 14-point Rockets lead, and the Clippers are calling a timeout here with 6:05 to go in the third. Houston comfortably out in front. Very impressive performance tonight by the Houston Rockets on the road after that dismal performance at home.
Well, I thought they would try to get Olajuwon on the low post against Paul.
Hakeem back out to Kenny Smith, and Kenny Smith
every time
knocks down the 3.
Every time this crowd tries to get him going.
They come back and burn you with a 3. Winston Garland over Jackson. Kenny Smith inside the 3-point line.
Hakeem
gets another one.
And they just keep on getting until they knock it down.
3 shots at it that time, and Hakeem picking up 2 rebounds and finally put back the 15-footer. Floyd losing the ball, but Hakeem, the man on the spot, he's been there all year for him.
They have just been able to keep the defense guessing.
And the offensive rebounding has been a factor tonight, too. 26 points now for Olajuwon. 92-77, Rockets by 15. Some of the defense.
Yeah, as I say, Olajuwon has no reason to stay at home. I mean, no center is doing anything for the Clippers, so he's free to go and do whatever he wants on the defensive end of the floor.
That's his 4th block tonight. Nope. Hakeem Olajuwon, another offensive rebound. three. Not this time. Another offensive board.
It's Olajuwon's game right now. It's all his game.
28 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. The lead back up to 13. And it's 105-91. Rockets by 14 as we close in on the 2-minute mark here in game 3.
Well, they have just handled this full-court press.
Look at that. All 5 Rockets touching the ball. Hakeem Olajuwon slamming it home for his 30th point.
And very...
Smith, a nice feed off to Hakeem Olajuwon. 32 points for Olajuwon now. 109.